Now there are more important concepts regarding tangents. Now suppose there is a line y is equal to mx plus c, and we have to check whether the line is a tangent to the given standard circle or not. So the condition for tangency is c is equal to plus minus r root of 1 plus m square. If this condition is satisfied by the equation of line, the slope of the line as well as the y-intercept and the radius of the circle, if this equation is satisfied by all these three variables, then the line is a tangent to the circle. Otherwise, the line is either intersecting or line is not touching the circle. Okay. Another very important concept is the equation of tangent. Now, this concept can be used in any conic section, or in fact in any equation. Wherever you find x square, just replace it by x into x1. Wherever you find y square, replace it into y into y1. Wherever you find x, replace it by x plus x1 by 2, and wherever you find y, replace it by y plus y1 by 2. By replacing this, where x1 and y1 is the point of contact of the tangent. Okay. So if you need to find an equation of a tangent at a particular point on the conic section, we need to replace these in the given equation of the conics, and we will get the equation of tangent. So the equation of tangent will be x x1 plus y y1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c is equal to 0. And another very important concept is to find out the length of the tangent from a given point. That can be found out by a simple formula. L is equal to root of x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c equal to 0. Just replace x and y with the point from which we need to find the distance of the tangent. Okay. So let's look at these concepts with the help of some examples. Now, in this question, it is clearly given that the circle passes through the two given points. It also touches the x-axis at the point 3, 0. Okay. And we need to find through which of these following points the circle passes. So our first aim is to find out the equation of circle, and then find out which of the following points satisfy that equation. Okay. So let's represent this in the diagram. This is the x-axis and the y-axis. The circle is touching the x-axis. Remember, it is not intersecting, it is touching the x-axis at 3, 0, and it passes through another point, that is 1 minus 2. So now we need to find the radius somehow and the center, so we can find out the equation of the circle. So remember, the circle is touching the x-axis, and remember one thing, whenever a circle touches x-axis, the radius is the y coordinate of the center. So let us assume the center of the circle for now is 3, as the x coordinate will be the same. It will be aligned with point B, and the y coordinate, let it be k. We know that OA and OB is the radius of the circle, both are the radius of the circle. So both of them should be equal. So equating them, you should get the value of k, and once you know the value of k, you know the y coordinate of the center. And remember, the y coordinate of the center becomes the radius as the circle is touching the x axis. Okay. So the radius of the circle is 2. Now we know the radius, we know the center, we can find out the equation of circle in the center radius form. And once we find the equation of the circle in the center radius form, we can now one by one check which of the points satisfies the following equation. Okay. So by substituting the values of x and y, you should get the answer as 4. Okay. If you get any other answer, that is the wrong answer. So in the same way, we will keep on checking until we get 4. So finally, in the third option, we will get the answer as 4, and that is the point through which the circle passes. Now this question is similar to the previous question. So the circle is again touching the x axis, this time at the point 1, 0, and it passes through the point 2, 3. This time we need to find its diameter. Same as the previous question, we have found out the y coordinate of the center and that becomes the radius. In the same way, we need to find, we will represent this in the diagram first, and we need to find the y coordinate of the center. The circle touches the x axis at 1, 0 and it passes through the point 2, 3. So, again OA is equal to OB. We can again simplify this, get the y coordinate of the center and that will be its radius. Once you get the radius, just double it and you will get what is the diameter of the circle. Now, this is simple yet interesting question. Now, it is said that the circle passes through 2 points, that is 1, 0 and 0, 1. One point is on the x axis, the other is on the y axis. Okay. Now, we need to find the equation of a circle which passes through both these points and has the smallest radius. Okay. So, there are n number of circles, numerous circles that can pass through these given points. Okay. Out of that, the smallest circle will be the one which has this segment, the segment 0, 1, 1, 0, AB, or whatever we call this as a diameter. Okay. So, the smallest circle, this will be the smallest circle, and if you look at the circle carefully, you know the end points of the diameter and you know what is the diameter form of a circle, right. So, we can substitute one point as x and y and the other as x2, y2, and we can get the equation of the circle. Okay. Now, in this question, a circle is given. It is said that the diameter of the given circle is the chord of another circle. So, we will just try and represent this in the diagram first. There is a given circle, there is a diameter of this circle, and there is another circle which has this diameter as a chord. So, that circle will be the larger one. Let us name the circle as S. The given circle, you know the given circle is x square plus y square minus 4x plus 6y minus 12 equal to 0. So, once you know the equation of circle, you can always find the center and the radius just by observation. So, the center of the circle comes out to be 2 minus 3 and the radius comes out to be 5. Okay. So, let us represent this everything in the given diagram. Okay. So, we will represent in the diagram. Now, we know the center of the given circle, we also know the center of the new circle, that is already given in the question. So, we can find the distance between these two centers, okay, using the distance formula. Now, we know the distance formula, that is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Substituting, I will get the distance as phi root 2. Now, if you look at this triangle very carefully, triangle PQR, it is a right angle triangle. So, in a right angle triangle, we can always apply the Pythagoras theorem to get the third side or the hypotenuse. So, applying Pythagoras theorem in this triangle, I will get the radius of the required circle. In this particular question, it is said that there is a tangent at point 17 to the curve x square is equal to y minus 6, and that tangent is also the tangent of the given circle, and we have to find the value of c. So, we know that the equation of tangent to any curve at a given point is given when we replace x square by x into x1 and y square by y into y1, and we replace x by x plus x1 by 2 and y by y plus y1 by 2. Okay. So, the given curve is x square is equal to 6, x square is equal to y minus 6. So, by replacing x square as x into x1 and replacing y with y plus y1 by 2, the equation of tangent will look like this. After that, we know that the tangent passes through the point 17. So, the coordinate should satisfy the x1, the value of x1 is 1, the value of y1 is 7. Substituting, I will get the equation of tangent, and I will write the equation of tangent in the form y is equal to mx plus c, so that we can find the slope of the line m, that is 2, and the y intercept, that is c, that is 5. Okay. Now, if you look at the given equation of a circle, we can easily find out the center and the radius. The center will be given by minus 8 minus 6, and the radius will be root of 100 minus c. Now, we know the condition for tangency, as the given tangent is also the tangent of the given circle. So, the condition of tangency, c is equal to plus minus r into root of 1 plus m square. We can square both the sides, so the root will be removed, and we will substitute all the values which we know. The value of c, that is the y-intercept of the line, is 5. So, 5 square is 25. R square, that is root of 100 minus c the whole square, you will get 100 minus c, and 1 plus m square, the value of m is 2. So, substituting all the values, I will get the value of c.